Hey, what is up, and welcome back to a brand new episode of The Evolve. How you guys doing on today? Hey, you wasn't here last time. I see you made the live premiere. Welcome to the live show. You missed the last one. I'm glad you made this one. Okay, so what are we talking about on today? First off, those of y'all that's not watching this live, you'll be like, oh, what is going on? It's okay. It's okay. This was a live premiere. But what are we talking about on today? Today we're talking about Eminem. You know, Eminem, he has won so many different awards, and he done had parties, and he has been praised and celebrated for his unique talents. He have won many trophies and Grammys and several different medals for his accomplishments throughout the years. But here's the hard truth, and here's the dark side of being on top. Because with great success comes great hate. I mean, when you're up at the top, it gets lonely. And it's cold. It's cold when you're at the top, and it's dark and it's lonely because nobody else is up there with you. It's just you. And the crazy thing with being so successful and at the top is that everybody else wants to climb up there. Everybody wants to get up there, and you find yourself every day going through. And you find yourself, it's like it's a constant battle. And you find yourself in a lot of beefs. So yeah, that's why Eminem, Slim Shady, Marshall Mathers, he had found himself in a lot of beefs, and a lot of diss tracks, and a lot of battles. Everyone from Ja Rule to Everlast to Cannabis to Christine Aguilera to MGK to Cage and to Will Smith. He's been in a lot of different battles. And you know, one of my favorite battles of Eminem is the one that he had with Bazino. You see, Bazino, he was the co-owner of the Source magazine. Now, what Source magazine was, back then, we didn't have social media and big-time articles and review sites to actually let us know, hey, what music is popping, what we should be listening to, and to really rate rappers and music and give us that scale. Back then, it was just Source magazine, and it was pumping and it was bumping. So whatever was in Source magazine, the general public kind of agreed with. If you were in Source magazine and if you got a lot of votes, if you got a 5 mic rating, then the majority of the time, a lot of people are gonna buy your record and your music, and you're gonna get a lot of clout, so to speak. But here's the beef with Bazino and Eminem. See, Bazino, he gave Eminem a 2 mic out of 5 on his Marshall Mathers LP, mainly because he felt like he just can't relate. And Bazino was old school. You know, he felt like, we got us black rappers out here. But anyway, he gave the Marshall Mathers LP, one of the greatest LPs of all time, he gave it just 2 out of 5. And not just that, to add insult to injury, he also made diss tracks on Eminem. He went as far as threatening Eminem's daughter. He also, in 2003, he called Eminem just a broke down Vanilla Ice. But a long story short, Eminem swiftly responded to all this hate, and he responded back with probably one of Eminem's best, or probably one of the best diss tracks of all time, Nail in the Coffin. After that was released, Eminem did go on to have record sales and continue to put out #1 hits. Now, needless to say, Bazino, he still tried to make several diss tracks and even giving Eminem low stars, but that didn't matter. Eminem just kept on climbing in charts, so after a while, the beef just kind of died off. And also in 2012, Benzino went and he kind of apologized to Eminem. And he did say that, you know, he was wrong for what he said about Eminem's family. So Benzino kind of took that route. And now, we now see, now what Eminem, so eventually, long story short, Benzino, now he has retired from rap and he sells crabs. Yes, you heard it. He's selling crabs now.
You know, we here at Benzino Crab Trap, the grand opening. Y'all know what it is.
Come down here and get your crabs.
Get the crabs, y'all know that Zeno sauce. Y'all know what I'm saying, world famous. We got the we got a full bar with the Macau cognac. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger, it's better, it's flyer,
Truffle
fresher, truffle butter sauce and all that, shrimp and grits and all that, crab cakes and all that. It's a bigger menu, you know, we in a better area, 903 Peachtree. Y'all come on down and get the best pictures by Brianna Crudeau.
Salute AMS. Hip-hop Radio.
But the reason why I made this episode is because there have been a lot of people that have claimed and that has said that they were going to handle Eminem. They were supposed to handle Eminem, and they didn't get the job done. It is 2019 and Eminem is at the top of his game. They were supposed to handle Eminem. Now, what does handle mean? I mean, handle means to deal with someone, to deal with a rapper, to deal with them. No matter how they were supposed to handle Eminem, they haven't got it done. And I want to talk about two people that were supposed to handle Eminem, and we want to check the status. Hello? Hello? We're trying to check the status of you handling Eminem. Anyone there? So the first one is Gucci Mane. He said that he was gonna handle Eminem. Rather you know it or not, that's what he said. You see, Gucci Mane claims that he is actually the king of rap. In an interview, he said that Eminem and Jay-Z and almost every rapper from Atlanta was inspired by him. He created them. They were inspired in some way by him. He said Eminem ain't no king of rap. We don't bump Eminem in the hood. Who that? So Gucci Mane, who is good friends with Nick Cannon. Back then when Mariah Carey, who was married to Nick Cannon, they were going through a little beef. And eventually Mariah Carey, she put out a diss track on Eminem called Obsessive. And Gucci Mane was in this video. But anyway, when Eminem started to attack Nick Cannon, Gucci Mane apparently called Nick Cannon and said, hey, you want me to handle Eminem? Gucci Mane. But with all that said, it seemed like Gucci Mane didn't get around to handling Eminem. The only thing he handled was bars. Not rap bars, but jail bars. Gucci Mane did end up going to prison for a few years for aggravated assault and breaking his probation and drugs and several different things. So Gucci Mane didn't handle Eminem, but there was one more person. There was one more person with a lot of money who has an empire of himself. Now, surely he would be able to handle Eminem. Y'all know who I'm talking about? Come on. He said it just this past year. Some of you all are real smart. Some of y'all immediately said, P. Diddy. Wasn't P. Diddy supposed to handle Eminem? Y'all remember? So when Eminem was going through the little diss track and he was going through this little beef with Mom's Grumpy Kid, Joe Budden went, well, before we say Joe Budden, Eminem then released he released a diss track called Kill Shot. And at the end of Kill Shot, he put P. Diddy in it where he basically said that, hey, MGK would never be like great or have a big hit before that happened. Something crazy like Diddy would would admit that he put the hit out on Tupac. So he said something like that. Basically, it was basically saying that, hey, it would never happen. MGK, nah, it would never happen. But Joe Budden later, he gets on the podcast and he said, I called up I called up Diddy, and Diddy said that he was gonna handle Eminem. So don't worry about it, and that's all I'm saying.
Counts the day you put out a hit, the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out that got pop kill, ah?
Oh, and I'm just playing, Diddy. You know I love you.
It was a tiff.
I think M took it there, just not with MGK. I think that last bar took it there with Puff. And I'm speculating here, but that was some shit.
Nothing to speculate about, nothing to talk about. Puff said it's in his hands, and he said I can say it.
All right.
And that's the end of that.
Have fun with that one.
He said, there's nothing to say about it. It's in my hands. He wild. Period.
Okay.
All right.
Now, even with Joe saying that and Diddy supposedly supposed to handle Eminem, it never happened. Not only that, P. Diddy didn't even recognize the statement. He didn't tweet out, he didn't put out a statement, he didn't handle Eminem, he didn't even confirm what Joe had said. So either Joe was just lying off the top of his shiny, naive, envious dome, or maybe P. Diddy just felt like this ain't the battle to fight. Either way, Eminem has not been handled yet. I want to know, is there anyone in 2019 that's gonna handle Eminem once and for all? You guys put in the comment. I want to know really. Now, we're not just standing here. We're not just standing. Tell me in the comments, if you made it through this whole video, in the comments right now, I want to know what rapper or someone that could battle Eminem and it would be a really good fight. It would be interesting if we gave them 3 rounds, like the Tory and Royce, and they went back and forth, and each had a bar, each round had a little freestyle, and it would be kind of tight. Tell me someone that Eminem in 3 rounds, he would not be able to just sweep. They'll win at least 1 or 2, or maybe even win the whole thing. Is there somebody? Anybody. It can be on Eminem's team, a friend, or a foe. I want to know who you all think in 2019 can stand against the king of rap. Yeah, I said that. Other than that there, guys, this has been a long episode. I'm glad. I'm happy. Glad I got to speak to you all on today. As always there, guys, I thank you guys for watching. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, boy. Other than that, I promise y'all, it's gonna be all right. It is gonna be all right. Just the fact that you're able to hold your phone and look and watch and have electricity and have vision and be able to talk and laugh and smile right now, consider yourself blessed. And consider what I'm saying right now, that it's gonna be all right. It ain't that bad. KIP, keep it positive. I'll see you guys next video. Thanks for watching.